Isaiah chapter 39 recounts an event in the reign of King Hezekiah, following his miraculous recovery from illness. After Hezekiah's healing, the Babylonian envoys, having heard about his recovery, visit him with gifts and letters to congratulate him. Hezekiah, perhaps eager to demonstrate his wealth and power, shows them all the treasures of his palace, including his silver, gold, spices, and fine oil, as well as the entire armory. He does not withhold anything from the envoys, displaying his possessions and riches without hesitation. When the Babylonian envoys leave, Isaiah visits Hezekiah and rebukes him for his actions. He asks the king who the men were and what they had seen in his house. Hezekiah responds by explaining that they came from Babylon and that he had shown them everything. Isaiah then delivers a message from God, predicting that a time will come when all the treasures Hezekiah has shown will be taken by the Babylonians. Not only the treasures, but even Hezekiah's descendants will be exiled to Babylon, where they will serve the king of Babylon. This prophecy marks the beginning of the judgment against Judah's future. Hezekiah, though troubled by the prophecy, seems resigned to the fact that this judgment will not occur during his lifetime. He expresses that the word of the Lord spoken through Isaiah is good because it promises peace and security during his reign. However, his response reflects a lack of concern for the future generations who will experience the consequences of his actions. This moment highlights Hezekiah's focus on his own personal peace rather than the long-term implications for his descendants and the nation. The chapter concludes by emphasizing the historical context in which this prophecy takes place. It underscores the faithfulness of God in revealing his plans and judgments, even when they are difficult to hear. The events of Isaiah 39 foreshadow the eventual exile of the people of Judah to Babylon, which would occur decades later. Despite the immediate peace in Hezekiah's reign, the chapter serves as a reminder that Judah's security is ultimately dependent on their faithfulness to God, and that pride, self-reliance, and failure to heed God's warnings lead to consequences for future generations. Let's now read Isaiah chapter 39. At that time Merodach-Baladan, the son of Baladan, king of Babylon, sent letters and a present to Hezekiah, for he had heard that he had been sick, and was recovered. And Hezekiah was glad of them, and showed them the house of his precious things, the silver, and the gold, and the spices, and the precious ointment, and all the house of his armor, and all that was found in his treasures. There was nothing in his house, nor in all his dominion, that Hezekiah showed them not. Then came Isaiah the prophet unto King Hezekiah, and said unto him, What said these men? And from whence came they unto thee? And Hezekiah said, They are come from a far country unto me, even from Babylon. Then said he, What have they seen in thine house? And Hezekiah answered, All that is in mine house have they seen. There is nothing among my treasures that I have not showed them. Then said Isaiah to Hezekiah, Hear the word of the Lord of hosts. Behold, the days come, that all that is in thine house, and that which thy fathers have laid up in store until this day, shall be carried to Babylon. Nothing shall be left, saith the Lord. And of thy sons that shall issue from thee, which thou shalt beget, shall they take away, and they shall be eunuchs in the palace of the king of Babylon. Then said Hezekiah to Isaiah, Good is the word of the Lord which thou hast spoken. He said moreover, For there shall be peace and truth in my days. This ends our reading of Isaiah chapter 39.